Hello there and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United and Leeds fans. That's more like it, isn't it? That's more like it, Leeds. A 2-0 win, excuse me, away at Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough gives Leeds United their first win of the season. Still unbeaten, but it's the first win. It's another clean sheet for Leeds, and let's be honest, that was pretty much as easy as it comes. To be quite honest, I thought Sheffield Wednesday, on the large part, were extremely poor. If you look back at the first at the starting 11, one change from the draw at West Brom. So Brendan Aronson come in for your Perot from the start, and that was a very, very, very good decision from Daniel Farke because Aronson gives us the opening goal. And before that, excuse me, before that, I thought that Wednesday were quite good. I thought they started quite well. I thought the lad out on the left side was giving Jane Bogle a little bit of a run around. Bogle didn't start so well, made a couple of odd mistakes, but he didn't let that affect him. He grew into the match, and I thought Bogle in the end had a fabulous, certainly second half. Very, very assured defensively, got back quickly to their left winger. So he did well eventually, but he did start the game a little bit poor. And yeah, I thought Leeds in general looked okay. To start the game off with, going forward looked pretty all right. Just that the last third, finishing off just wasn't right. I thought Mateo Joseph looked a little bit off it first half, to be honest with you, especially first sort of half an hour. Well, the first half as a whole, I thought he looked a little bit out his depth. I know the lad he was up against, Iorfa, was huge, um, but he got bullied a little bit. I thought in that first half, but again, like Bogle, grew into it as the game went on. Um, we haven't really had much of a go at their goal when the first goal goes in. It's lovely play this, and this is what Leeds did last season so well. Counter-attacking football, getting the opposition on the back foot immediately, and this is what they did. I think initially I was like, oh heck, because Rodon miscontrolled it, but he got the ball out to Bogle. Nice little bit of interchange and play. Really lovely flick round the corner from Dan James. Just instinctive, wasn't it? To Brendan Aronson, who gets the move going on. Willie Nonto, who was fabulous all night long, picked out a lovely pass to Mateo Joseph. He gets fouled, possibly penalty in the box. Brendan Aronson picks up the rebound, takes a touch and fires it in the net, and that's 1-0. Brendan, for me, was very good. Maybe, I've done some player ratings on the Instagram account, a little bit, maybe a little bit generous to him, to be honest, but I thought he was good tonight. I thought he was good, got himself another goal, and if the fans haven't already forgiven him for what he did last season, I'm pretty sure they're well on the way to doing that now. Looked, very, very good, very, very assured. Little bit lightweight as we know he can be initially before the goal, but I thought he really put his body in well, and that's what you've got to do in this league. It's very physical. Sheffield Wednesday, a very, very physical side, a big side really, full of big, physical blokes. So he did well to stand up to them, I thought. And as soon as the first goal goes in, it was a little bit like last season. You're confident. You're confident that we're going to win the game. Um, Sheffield Wednesday didn't really show anything much at all, of note at all, to be quite honest. Very poor. I thought they'd give a lot more, to be honest with you. They really, really didn't impress me at all. Other than the left winger, who I thought on flashes, he looked like he had Bogle in a few difficult positions. So 1-0 up, second half starts, and immediately we're right on it. Sheffield Wednesday do have a little bit of possession in the early minutes of the first half. It's actually a really, really good sort of turnover. Again, Junior Firpo makes a really, really good tackle, and we're off straight off. I think it's Ampadu maybe passes the ball to Joseph, and he just picks it out. Dan James, you know he's got the pace, but Joseph has the vision to see him running, and it's a perfect pass, isn't it? Two touches. James is into the box. Little dink to finish off over the goalkeeper was a little bit strange. I don't know how he's managed to dink him from there. The goalkeeper's like lying down. Really not good goalkeeper, but it was a lovely goal, and it shows the prowess that Leeds have on the counter attack again. And Mateo Joseph, like I said, really, really grew in the game for me. He got the assist for the first goal. He got two assists in that game there. And yeah, he can only go on from now. And I know Sky Sports gave him the man of the match. I've got to say, I think it's a toss up for me between Willie Nonto and himself for it. I thought Willie Nonto was absolutely fantastic, was absolutely all over the pitch, and he was clearly enjoying himself. And yeah, I thought he deserved a goal, to be honest with you. But if he can continue like that, looked like he was playing down the middle actually towards the end or for the last sort of half hour of the game, really. So that was an interesting sort of insight into what Fark might use him as. Is he looking maybe at putting Nonto in the middle and putting Ramazani on that left side? Who knows? But look, Daniel Fark was asked at the end of the game as well, can Leeds fans have confidence in that you will add to the playing squad? He said definitely yes. So there are obviously men coming in within the next week, which will strengthen us. It's great to go into that final week of the transfer window on the back of a first win of the season. And like I said, I thought Sheffield Wednesday were really poor. There's just one thing to note for me that I was getting really frustrated a lot of the lads for just loose passes all the time. Take care of the football. It's you've gone into a really, really great position. The second goal completely killed them. Great time to score it right after second. Right on the start of the second half. Completely killed them. Really, you've got a lot of possession. I just felt they were a little bit loose on the ball at times. Ampadu and Gruev in the middle, as good as they were on the whole, I thought they were a little bit loose with the passes. I thought Firpo at times was loose with his passing. Pascal Strauch again had a very solid game, but again, once or twice was quite loose with his passing. If they can just tighten that bit up, we're doing all right. The starting 11 is good. You know what I mean? It's very, very good. I think Brendan Aronson, as I knew he would, adds a lot to this team, to be honest with you. Um, and obviously the bench looked a little bit thin. Voba and Bamford were both injured, but if we can just bolster the squad by 3 or 4 men before the end of the window, then we're looking all right, aren't we? I think, to be honest with you, I thought Rothwell, in the little time that he come on, looked tidy as well, and that shows something as well. I think, yeah, look, all round, great to get off the mark, get a win. I think it'll settle everybody down a little bit. Because if we'd have lost tonight, I think it would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons, and people would be starting to get very frustrated. As it was a pretty routine win. It's what we're pretty used to seeing what from Leeds last season, where you get a goal, you're comfortable, and you just manage the game, and that's exactly what Leeds did. Like I said, 1 or 2 moments where I thought they could have been, well, more than a few moments where I thought they could have been a bit better and take care of the football better and better in possession. But overall, we could have had more goals there. I thought Mateo Joseph obviously missed one, put it over the bar, didn't he, in the second half. Was it a shot from Nonto that the goalkeeper saved quite nicely as well? So we did have odd, odd other chances as well. I thought Wednesday, there was one effort where they had where it was a long throw in which they loved. The man in the middle got a free header. Probably should have done better with that. But other than that, there wasn't much from Wednesday. Like I said, I thought they'd give us a lot better of a game. And credit to Leeds there. That was well managed. Got the goals, won the game, another clean sheet, and we move on to Hull next Saturday. And like I said, a few more bodies in the door. I'm sure before now and then. So that's good news. We'll wait and see who they are. For me, we probably do need another striker. I think Bamford is finished at Leeds as he has been. I thought he's been finished for a long time. But a bit worrying the bench being so thin, but we didn't have to rely on it today. But if we do in the past, in the future, then yeah, it's not looking too good. But I know that between now and the next game against Hull at Ellen Road, we will have had bodies in, so hopefully the squad will look a little bit more sizable. But fantastic to get the first win on the board. Routine really, and I thought majority of the lads played, you know, very solid game. Well done, lads. Well done, Leeds. Great result. Derby win. Doesn't get any better than that. Thanks a lot for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.